Hey guys, so we haven't done a concepts video in a while. If you guys haven't checked out our podcast, we were guests on Karate Cafe's podcast, so we'll put the link in the description below. Also, we're planning on a lot of new content coming up soon, so subscribe and keep posted. Alright, so this week we're talking about joint manipulation. So we're going to cover fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulder, all the way down to the legs. So first, let's go over the elbows. What our sensei always showed us is thumbs out, pinkies up, or if you think wherever the thumb is pointing is where the elbow is going to bend. So that's a good rule of thumb to have. So let's say Aaron grabs here on my collar because he's a thug and he's trying to bully me. So what I need to notice is that his thumb is pointing up. If I'm trying to push his elbow this way or try to open up his chest, I need to figure out how to point his thumb to the side. So either I need an anchor, I need a dead weight, at the same time I'm turning it this way. That way I can actually reach underneath and pull his elbow down and out. And notice how where his thumb is, his elbow is also bending that way. And you can create this image any way you want. So it goes over the top and I pull this, he throws a punch, I block with my elbow, this goes over the top, and I'm doing this. Notice how it's the same image. I'm going on the other side, and going like this. It's always that same image I'm trying to create with this elbow manipulation.
Conversely, where the pinky is out is where you're able to lock out their elbow. So you see if the pinky's pointing out this way, if I put pressure in this area, that creates basically like an arm bar anchored against my body. So again, you want to think about anchoring here, however you're going to anchor, and then you can, whichever way you want to grab to create this whole kind of arm bar action, right? And it depends on how vicious you want to be with this kind of stuff. I mean, everything from your blocking. You know, if he grabs and you're in this situation here, I mean, just as hard as you can, or you can be more gentle with it and just try to control the person, right? Again, but really important is this anchor thing has to happen, right? Like they have to be anchored to your body because this is the point of control, actually, like for the whole movement. If this doesn't happen, you're just grabbing here and trying to do this with it, like you're going to fail. It's not going to succeed.
So looking at the wrist, it's the same idea. Thumbs out is going to be able to crank the wrist in this way, whereas pinky up, you have a crank down this way. So it's kind of locks in on itself. Think of it like drawing the lines of a curve. If I did a large line of a curve like this, it's kind of like his body weight and my body weight are connected, so he's going to have to go with where my body is pointing. But if you want to look at more painful type of takedowns, I'm just going to do a short curve, a short turn, directly downward. So it's going to be a downward spiral like this. So it's the same technique, but one requires the entire body to go, and the other is just a real short twist here. And from there you can see how his body's going to react. If I were going to go like this, he's going to go down, probably fall down around here. Where if I go down straight here, he's going to fall down straight to the knees, right?
Fingers, like it's gonna be the same thing. You're just everything's a lever, right? So you're just basically cranking against in the direction it's not supposed to naturally go. If somebody was to grab your wrist, this one, like again, the whole anchoring against your body is pretty important. So I'm gonna anchor here, and then I'm gonna curl up and then down, pushing in and out, right? So this is coming here, and then I'm pushing even with my body, right? So this is basically just creating a point right here, pushing in, cranking up, pushing in, and then my body drives him forward. Even if he's like here and I can crank in this way, if I can anchor his body like this and I can push him in and then push his fingers back against him using my body, right, that way. So that's going to be another way to kind of create the same thing.
Manipulating the legs, it kind of opens up at the hip, or if you turn it, the hip closes in, right? So if he throws a kick here, and I caught his kick somehow, I'm going to push out on the knee. Notice how his body opens up, like that. So this is very similar to he grabs the gi here, and I do this. Notice how his body opens up, right? So he's off balance automatically. So I have the leg, I have the knee, and again, it has that scooping motion. So this goes up and down, and it's going to be able to take him down this way. If he resists that, then I scoop him the other way, and it's going to make him face the floor. So you're getting this position, very much like the Kusanku
Yeah.
position, right? If his leg is too strong and can't turn this, then that's why you go to the small joints. So I would probably just transfer to the heel. One more time, I catch the leg here, I'm trying to turn him, it doesn't really work, so I'll just transfer to the heel here. That way I can turn him a lot easier. From there you could take him down.